Hey guys, so today let's talk about how to become a freelance bookkeeper. Now, this is a very great topic. It's one of the most nearest and dearest to my heart because I love being able to show people exactly what they need to do to go and really start their accounting or their bookkeeping business. Because I know that if I had this when I got started, I'd be a lot further ahead. Would have caused a lot less tears, a lot less stress, lower blood pressure, at least for the first year and a half that I was started. Because like when I got started, I was um I was so unprepared, right? I had watched like some videos like Robert Kiyosaki or Tony Robbins, and like there's all these like billionaires online talking about like, all you gotta have is like a computer access, some positive affirmations, a great mindset, and then you're gonna make $1 million just like we did. And I was like, okay. And I got in the game and it's like, man, there's so many different things that I had to go and learn. Like I had to learn how to price out my services so that people would like really understand. I had to be able to describe the services to the average individual who has like no idea why they need accounting and bookkeeping. Then I had to learn how to do like marketing, right? So a lot of people have a misconception about marketing. I know I did. I thought I had to like get 1 million followers online or else I would never be taken seriously. And it was just all these common misconceptions that I had. So being able to kind of demystify those for you today is going to be really helpful. And, hopefully when we have time machines, I can just send this video back in time. So if you want some help growing your accounting or bookkeeping business from someone who's been where you're trying to go ahead and click on the link either above or below the video. It's just going to take you to my calendar. We can book a time. On the call, what we're going to basically do is we're going to say, hey, where are you right now? Like, what is actually holding you back? Oftentimes, it's not what you think it is. So having someone who's objective and can point that out to you is tremendously helpful. Then we're going to say, like, what do you actually want? Like, what does your life look like when you've reached your goal, right? Because there's different ways you can build your business. And if you haven't started with the end in mind, you're going to end up like with a business that's not what you really wanted. Okay. And then once we understand those 2 points, right? Because these two equal the whole, we're going to say, okay, so this is the path you need to take in order to do this based on my experience and based on working with, it's getting close to about 100 students right now inside of the mentorship program. Okay. And once we've actually done that, it's like, this is the path. Do you want to work with me to help you actually accomplish this goal? If you do, then we can talk about next steps and working together and get you onboarded right then. If not, there's no harm, no foul. Just come back when you're ready. But anyway, you guys can take a lot of value from these videos because I hold nothing back. I even like have on this YouTube channel like past students like doing recaps. I leak some coaching calls every once in a while if I'm feeling really generous. And I even give you guys like all these resources about how you can go and grow your business. Oftentimes I give you guys resources on this channel that like I gave this one resource that cost $20,000 for me to actually get. And it's just like most people wouldn't give that away for free. But I believe in the law of reciprocity, which means that if I give you a bunch of stuff, if you use it and make some money, or even if you don't use it and make some money, then you're going to want to work for me long term because you guys should see the stuff I haven't given you. Now, if that's you, go ahead and click on that link. I'll see you inside. Now, back to what we're saying. Okay, so how to become a freelance bookkeeper. Now, number one thing you got to do, you have to have this lack of fear of rejection. So a lot of people, what happens is like when you're getting started, especially if you're figuring this thing out yourself, is every rejection stings. And when you're not used to getting rejected on this level, or for putting yourself out there, most people they take like months before they put themselves out back out there again. Now, what separates someone from who's like winning and who's losing is the number of rejections they can get in a short period of time or over a period of time. People who are successful get probably 100 times more rejection than people who are unsuccessful. For example, for me, I get rejected probably because I run Facebook ads to some of my audiences, and those Facebook ads are getting shown to what 1,000 people. I think it costs about $40 per 1,000 people it gets shown to. That means I'm getting 1,000 people rejecting it, right? Because only a certain percentage will actually go and say, yes, they want this thing, or they're opting into this thing, or they're moving towards working with me. So that means that for every probably like 20 people that say yes, I've got 980 people that have said no. Versus most people, when they're getting started, they get one person to tell them no, and they kind of stop. Who do you think has the higher probability of making more money and making their business work? The person who's getting 1,000 people or 1,000 chances for a yes, or the person's getting one chance for a yes. It's going to be this person. And that's literally the only thing that separates them. And the faster that you can condense the amount of time that you can get to a no, the easier it's going to be for you to get yeses, right? So, for example, if I can get 1 million people to say yes or no in 1 second, you would never have any problems getting money. Now, the reason why that's hard is because in order to get 1 million people to say no to you, you probably have to spend a very large amount of money, right? For me, for example, it cost me $36,000 to get 1 million no's last year. Most people don't have $36,000 just kind of lying around that they can just spend on that, right? So instead, what you need to do is you need to start manually getting those no's. So being able to connect with people who own a really good business, going to maybe if you have nothing else, maybe go to a networking event. I don't like networking events because I have better methods to do it. But if you have nothing else, go to a networking event. Go try and ask people if you can work with them. Okay, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, go on LinkedIn. Okay, there's all these people who are sitting there right in front of you who own a business. I mean, an easy way you can do is maybe just go type in business owner on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can type in city name plus business owner, and you're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, of people that come up and they're like, hey, I own this business. And you can just start cherry picking and actually go and talking to them and be like, hey, do you want someone to do your bookkeeping? I'm a freelance bookkeeper. I'm just starting my business. Can I help you out? Okay. A lot of people are looking for like marketing, and we do have really great marketing process to get leads coming to you. But when you're getting started, it's like the easiest way is just to go to people. And most people don't want to hear that. Like I have some people where it's like they don't want to work with me inside the program because they're like, oh, I just want to like have leads come to me. And it's like, well, you haven't really earned the right for leads to come to you. You have to go out first, and then the leads come to you. Even if you have to go and talk to referral partners to get referral partners to send leads to you. There always has to be some kind of push out. Okay. And the sooner that you can get comfortable with going out, the faster you're going to be able to get stuff coming back in. And that's the big thing that most people struggle with. Like in the past, I probably wouldn't have said that, and I'd be like, yeah, anyone can do this. But like after working with people, I'm getting to a point where it's like I don't need to work with people, and it actually makes my life a lot easier if I start pushing people who aren't a good fit away. So sometimes, like if I know someone's not going to be successful, I'm just like, hey, I don't want to, I can't help you, dude. Right. But if you can just like this, dude, this is such a simple business. I don't even know how to say this. It's like people ask, like, why is my success rate inside my mentorship program so high compared to most? It's because it's like all I do is just tell you to do these very simple things. Then I give you proof that the simple things work. Then I just show you examples of how the simple things work. Then I just get you to believe the simple things work. And then you finally do the simple things. And the next thing is like, oh, Bryce, I have 10 calls booked on the calendar this week. Oh my gosh, Bryce, I used your sales script. And then 600 of those people actually said yes. Oh my gosh, Bryce, I make 7 grand a month now. And it's just like, I know you do that. That's the point. So that's how to become a freelance bookkeeper, guys. Very simple activities. It's have an idea, go make sure you can convey this idea to people in a way they actually like. Go talk to as many people as you possibly can over the next like 2 to 3 weeks. After that, go develop your sales script and your ability to go and ask for money. And then 5, just be good at doing the work. And then 6, you'll be able to get referrals. That's the 6 steps. Okay. Now, within those 6 steps, like I know there's a lot of complexity, right? Like how do you deliver your elevator pitch? How do you go and you talk to the right person? How do you make sure the person's the right person? How do you do your sales script so you can create the right person? Like all these little things. I know that it's very hard for me to tell you every single thing that you have to do in like a 10-minute video. However, what I have done is I have combined my 7 years of experience and working with about 100 people inside of the mentorship program into very, very, very step-by-step instructions for you to be able to do. Now, if you want to have access to that, just work with me, partner with me inside of the mentorship program. Okay. If you want to learn more about if that can actually help you, or if that's the right thing for you and your family, for you to be able to go and get the time, the freedom, or the money that you deserve, go ahead and click on the link below inside of the description. Okay. It's going to take you to a link to my calendar. And on that call, what we'll do is we'll say, hey, this is where you are right now. Okay. I know you've been trying, you've been doing this, but this is really what are the things that have been stopping you? And then next, like, okay, so where do you want to go? Oh, so you want to be at this point in the next 12 months. Okay. But the way that you're going right now is not going to get you there. It's actually going to stop you at this point. Okay, so this is actually what you need to do instead. Then we outline the process of what it looks like for you to actually reach your goals while still having the life that you want and the life that you're trying to design. And then if it makes sense, we can work together long term. So like just to see like, hey, this is what you do. You want to do this or no? If you want to work with me and you think it's a good fit, then I can just onboard you right then and there. If you aren't quite ready right now, no harm, no foul. You can just meet back when you're ready. And in the meantime, like if you're not quite ready to do that call and really like attack the life right now, that's okay too. Just keep watching these videos. I have a lot of free information where I help you out and show you exactly what to do. Okay. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.